as a result, most of the algorithms that are used in search and in tools like compilers involves converting a regular expression into a DFA rather than an NFA. Okay? Because again, in many contexts, it really doesn't blow up. Okay? So to go from regular expression to DFA, you can follow two paths, right? So one is you compile the regular expression to NFA, okay? And then path A here says, okay, you then construct, you then convert NFA to DFA. Okay, there is a standard construction for doing this. Okay, and if you took a course in automata theory, you would have seen this construction, which is called a subset construction. Okay. The second and third approaches involve what are called direct construction, where you go from the regular expression directly to a DFA. Okay, and if you take any tool that matches using a DFA, you will see only these direct construction algorithms implemented because those are much again, right? So they in a sense do something very similar to what's happening here in the subset construction, but because they do it directly, there is unnecessary intermediate steps you're avoiding. And also, when we actually, if you try to do the make an NFA, convert the NFA to DFA, you try to do that by hand. Often it's very cumbersome. Okay, the direct construction is more convenient for us to work out, and also for programs. And so that's what we're going to talk about. And there are two techniques that we will talk about. One is called regular expression derivatives. And again, everything related to regular expressions is fairly old, right? So these are algorithms that were developed in the 50s and 60s. So we'll talk about this derivative-based approach, and then another approach which is closely related but is a little bit more mechanical. Okay. So, right. So this is saying same thing that I already said. So the size versus matching time trade-offs between NFA and DFA, and why you would use DFA in some cases, even though there is the possibility of exponential blow-up. And again, the short story is that if there is a blow-up, you have to use NFA. If there isn't, well, then you have the option of using a DFA because it's faster. Okay. So now let's go and talk about this notion of derivative of regular expressions. Okay. And yeah, if you thought derivative actually meant something to do with differentiation and integration, that's not what it is. Okay. So this is a notion of, you can think of it as the notion is related to the English word derivation, but if you think of it as the word derivation in calculus, well, this is not related to the derivation in calculus. Okay? So what is the notion of a derivative? So here what we are saying is that the derivative is simply a way of saying, okay, I am trying to match a regular expression, okay, let's say R, and what I see is a symbol X, okay? So now, what else do I need to see in order to complete the match for this regular expression? Okay? So that's what the derivative is trying to answer. Okay? So you're trying to match a regular expression R, you encounter a symbol X, and then you're saying, okay, what else should I left? So it's more like what is left over to match. Okay, so I have matched X against some part of the regular expression. Now I have to match the remaining part of the regular expression. So the derivative is telling you something more like a residual. After you match some part, what is left? Okay, so let's give an example. Okay, so if you take the derivative of A followed by BRC with respect to A, okay, again what that means is that you are trying to match this regular expression and you have seen A. Okay, that means this A is going to be matched off against this. So what is left to match is going to be either is B or C, right? So although the notation may seem a little bit funny or confusing or whatever, it is actually the concept is very intuitive and very simple. Okay, so another example, if you have A or B followed by CD, then well CD, right? So yeah, it's a mistake. So if you see an A, that means you have matched this part of the regular expression. All that is left is CD. Okay, so that's an error. Okay, so it should just say CD. Here, A or B star followed by CD. If you have seen an A, well, that might be what you might have done is you have matched against one unfolding of this A or B star, but there could be more unfoldings, right? So that's why even after seeing an A, you're going to say that I'm still willing to see A or B star followed by CD, right? Any questions there?